So here are some of the mistakes that I made when I was just starting out business. And if you're new to business, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be sharing 5 different mistakes I made, and I do not want you to make it, so that you can actually get the most out of your business in the next coming years. Now, the first mistake I made was that I did not start with what I had. Okay. So start with what you have. That's the reason why when I started to make YouTube videos like this, you see, I'm starting with my handwriting, I'm starting with my blackboard, I'm starting with my camera. Basically, I'm starting with anything I have. You don't necessarily have to be perfect in order for you to give people value. And remember that for you to make a lot of money online, or for you to try to give people a service in such a way that you can get money in return, you need to provide value to people. But you can use whatever you have right now to start to provide value for people and make some good change for yourself at the beginning. But of course, you can always reinvest the capital you get or the money you get after you have recommended those services to people. So start with what you have. That's number one. Now, number two is that you need to understand that business costs money to run. So when you start with what you have and you start making some good bucks for yourself, you need to reinvest, guys. Because in order for you to go higher, you probably maybe have to make more content, you have to run more ads, do more outreach, do more cold DMs. Basically, everything you need to do in your business, you just simply need to do more. So you need to understand that you cannot run a business with absolutely no money or no time. And you need to get away from the part where you get stuck on, like, you start to enjoy these profits. Okay, you don't want to get comfortable. You don't want to get comfortable, because when you get comfortable, you do not see any reason to grow anymore. So understand that business costs money to run, and you need to be ready to reinvest the profit you make into that same business in order for you to make more money for yourself. Now, the third thing, this one is even very crazy, is that most of you don't know how to say no. Like, you don't know how to say no, and that's a very, very difficult place to be in. If you want to be very, let me just take off my slippers here. If you want to become profitable when you're running a business, you need to be able to stick with that particular business and close your eyes into other business models. You learning how to say no is going to give you a superpower that's going to help you make as much money as possible. So for instance, right, you're a freelancer. Okay, you're a freelance guy. You know, this is you, this is your school bag, right? You know, your laptop and shit. You know, you're trying to get things done. And next thing, you have this your friend comes and tell you that, oh, this particular crypto is pumping. Oh my God, come and buy this crypto. It's pumping like mad. Yeah, 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 yeah. And you go and buy crypto. Your small $200 now that you collected from that client that asked you to design that logo, you go and put it into the crypto. And now you are now sad because you followed the advice of that your friend. And you know, you need to be able to say no, guys. You need to be able to say no. Anything that is going to divert your focus, okay? Anything that is going to divert your focus, you need to put it out of the way. It's super important, because, man, if you have just 100% focus, one of my mentors used to say, if you have just 100% focus, if you're trying to use 100% focus on two things, let's say thing A and thing B, that means you have to shift it by 50%, you know. So which means that you're only getting half the results that you should have gotten from it. But if you just focused on, let's say, business C, you'll be getting 100% result from it. So it's super important that you learn how to say no when you're just coming into the business space. Now, let me get a nice number here. Number 4 is that, bro, guys, you need to keep your mouth shut about profit and about your business in general. Not everybody that are your friends or that are your family actually mean the best for you. So 90% of the time, anybody you'll be talking to about your business has to be people that are partners. So let me call the second guys helpers and associates. Anything outside this, you should not be telling them about your business. Keep your mouth shut about your business. How much you're making is your personal information. Nobody needs to know how much you're making. So keep your mouth shut. Except maybe you are in a niche like the make money online niche, where you making money is what validates how good you are in the business. That is when you can talk about your profit. But many times they're not, especially to your family members, because most of them are going to tax you to death. So keep your mouth shut. In fact, when I started business back then, nobody knew that I had money like after like 2 years. I was living in like a self-con, I was chilling, and nobody had any idea of how much I was worth. Even till now, they don't have any idea of how much I was worth. Even though I don't have a lot of money right now, I'm not a billionaire yet, or you get the point. And number 5, you need to set up systems around your business. Now, what do I mean by this? Most of you do not know that the aim of starting a business, okay, is not survival. If you're looking for survival, what you need to do is hustle. That's the difference. Now, at the end of the day, the total aim of starting a business is number 1, to make profit. And number 2, to exit the business, to abandon the business, to leave the business. So, if you don't have an exit plan out of that particular business, you are hustling, because you're always going to keep on working for the rest of your life. Like, you're never going to retire. Of course, personally, I don't even really believe in retirement. I don't believe in deciding that you're not going to work anymore and stuff like that. But everybody has their own different belief. I'll explain that in a different video. But for now, let's just focus on this. So, as long as you're making profit in your business and you have an exit plan that, okay, one particular day, I'm going to get to a point whereby I'm going to appoint a CEO. I'm going to appoint somebody who is going to be the head. I'm going to have a finance manager. I'm going to have somebody who is going to be in charge of the content. We're going to basically build a brand around what you're doing. If you cannot say that, okay, whatever it is you're doing, you can't do this, you don't have a business yet. You might want to argue that, okay, we have solopreneurs, we have other guys that, they are the brand and all that. That's why it's called the personal brand. The moment a solopreneur dies, the brand disappears with him. But if the solopreneur can turn his name, okay, into a brand, okay, that name can live on. Now, example, JP Morgan, Henry Ford. You notice that all these guys, like, they were like household names back then, but they were able to turn their names into what? Brands. And that's the reason why most of them, we hear of them today. So guys, there you have it. 5 ways or 5 mistakes you should not make if you're just starting a business. Make sure you start with what you have. Make sure you understand that business costs money and reinvest back your profits. Make sure you're always saying no to any new opportunity that looks like a shiny object or get-rich scheme. Keep your mouth closed about your profits and make sure that you run systems around your business. Make it easy for yourself to do your business. You don't have to do everything. Okay? Do use automation. This is a year where, like, there's a lot of AI, there's a lot of automation, a lot of tools you can use to make work easier for yourself. So just make it easier for yourself by making sure that you delegate to people who can help you and you actually automate the ones that, machines can do for you much more properly. So there you have it, guys. 5 mistakes that I made, or 5 mistakes you should not make if you're just starting a business.